Hello everyone, welcome back to another top 10 list. This time I will be doing my top 10 favorite songs from my favorite band of all time, Pink Floyd, as you can see in the title. So let me begin right off the bat. Pink Floyd is a band that I discovered early in life, but I was into different kind of music at that time, and I didn't really give it a chance. So later on, when I was about 14 or 15, I was reintroduced to Pink Floyd through one of my cousins who liked to listen to their music, and I was introduced to The Wall and fell in love with the album and just became a major Pink Floyd fan. Later on in life, I purchased all of their albums, box set, and anyway, I've seen Pink Floyd live. I've seen Roger Waters live a couple times. Remarkable experience for me, being so connected to this band. So it gives me great privilege to introduce to you my 10 favorite Pink Floyd songs. I'm going to begin with number 10, and it is from the album More, 1969, the soundtrack to the album, or the soundtrack to the film More. This song is very 60s. It's got this kind of distant 60s mix, the feel that you would hear from a lot of the bands in that era of time. I really love that sound. I really don't know how to describe it, but I know it when I hear it. So it's a song called Cymbeline from the More album, written by Roger Waters. It's about a nightmare. It's very minimalistic as opposed to a lot of their other songs. And especially to the one I'm about to name. Number 9 is the song Shine On You Crazy Diamond, but it's different than what you're used to, people saying that their favorite song is Shine On You Crazy Diamond. They usually mean the part 1 through 5, which is the dun 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 dun. You know, I do enjoy that. I love that part, but my favorite part is Shine On You Crazy Diamond, the final part of the Wish You Were Here album. Shine On You Crazy Diamonds parts 6 through 9. That's my favorite part. I love the way the music builds. I love that it showcases Rick Wright mostly at the end. There are elements of this song closer to the end that sound like The Doors. There are elements that sound like they are hearkening back to Adam Hart Mother. But it's my favorite piece on the album, and I really, truly feel it's the most underrated, and it is the most underplayed song on the album. Everybody plays Shine On, part 1 through 5. Everybody plays Have a Cigar, Wish You Were Here, and Welcome to the Machine. But part 6 through 9 of Shine On You Crazy Diamond is very underplayed, and it is my favorite. Coming in at number 8 is one of their more popular songs. It is from the Dark Side of the Moon album, and it is called Time. This song, I've heard it a million times. They play it on the radio all the time, but the reason that I will never get tired of hearing this song, besides the David Gilmour guitar solo, is if you really listen to this album like I did when I first heard the song from the Dark Side of the Moon album. I remember lying in bed, and I still do this from time to time with the headphones on and listening to that entire album. But I remember this song appealed to me as a young man, and it really appeals to me now as an older person than I was. And the lyrics are probably some of the most powerful personally for me, and I think some of the greatest lyrics ever written in, popular music, in rock and roll. I would suggest people just lie down, put on a pair of headphones, and listen to this song and really reflect on the lyrics. It can really have an impact on you. Number 7 is High Hopes from the Division Bell. The Division Bell was an album that was released post Waters, 1994. It's when David Gilmour, Rick Wright, and Nick Mason all got back together as a real band, and they put together a great album, and it ended on this song, High Hopes, which is one of the greatest guitar solos David Gilmour ever put together. The song is very reflective of the past and very nostalgic, and it kind of gives you a feel of not only your own childhood, but possibly the way that Pink Floyd felt growing up as well in the area that they grew up. Number 6 is a song from my favorite Pink Floyd album, Animals, and the song is called Pigs, Three Different Ones. I've heard this live. It is one of my favorite songs. Got a great outro, great guitar solo piece. Rick Wright's featured in this as well with his synthesizers. Roger Waters wrote this biting commentary about 3 different kinds of pigs. You got your moral crusader pigs, and then you have your pigs that are basically greed, capitalist, control freaks, So you've got a song that's breaking down certain elements of society that Waters finds abhorrent. And the piece is one of the only songs that features like the cowbell sound in Pink Floyd. So, it's like it's a different sound than you'd normally hear, but it's still, you can tell it's still Pink Floyd. It's still got that Floydian essence to it as well. So that's Pigs, Three Different Ones. Number 5 is from the Ummagumma live side, and it's called Careful with That Axe, Eugene. There's several different versions of this song. This is my favorite version off the Ummagumma album. It's slower, it's more menacing. It is one of the strangest Pink Floyd songs, not only because it's eerie and gives you that sort of element of dread or fear. Roger Waters does a tremendous scream on it that's just unrivaled, and it starts with just like one note and then sort of like an interval. It's just like don, 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 don. And then it just, proceeds to build into this climax that's just insane hard, just driving rock until it kind of subsides back into that the beginning piece subtly. Number 4 is called Atom Heart Mother Suite from the Atom Heart Mother album. It is the only song on side 1. It's about 24 minutes long, divided into different sections, just like a classical piece of music would be. It almost sounds like a theme to a Western, and then it goes into some eerie choir, and then it has a funky section in there, and then it has some avant-garde type sounds in it. But it's 24 minutes long, but it's not the same thing over and over and over. It takes you on a journey, much like Echoes does. This one is in correlation with a composer named Ron Geeson, who put together all of the orchestration and choral parts that you'll hear on this song. And it is number 4, and it is one of my favorite songs. It is an epic piece of progressive rock music. The progression not only encompasses all sorts of types of music, but also it progresses to different levels. It's just a very strange song, and the wild thing about this song is that it does have voices. It has someone speaking in it, but it also has like a choir of voices that are just singing just nonsense. like no words. So there's really no lyrics to this song. It's really an instrumental song, but it just has vocals playing parts in that instrumentation. Number 3 is one of their most popular songs, and it is off the Wall album, and it is called Comfortably Numb. And to me, Comfortably Numb is a very personal song. It is one of the first songs that I really remember listening to over and over and over. The beginning is so subtle with Roger Waters singing those parts in such a way that he sings them. It's just so, it's almost like a Bob Dylan type sound, because he does the, hello, is there anybody in there? So it's sort of strange. It's like it gives you this offsetting feeling, but it's still sort of comfortable. And then David Gilmour comes in with this ethereal, incredibly beautiful bridge that goes into the chorus and just flows out into the sunset. It's just beautiful. Then he comes in with a guitar piece played in major that is one of the most incredibly heavenly sounds, I suppose. Goes back into the Waters part, and then again the beautiful bridge and chorus, and then it goes into an extended guitar solo at the end that I consider to be the greatest guitar solo of all times, only rivaled by Stairway to Heaven. But the reason I choose Comfortably Numb is because it's longer. And there is an extended version of that even on the Pulse Live edition. Oh my goodness. It is unbelievable. Unbelievable what he does in that version of this song. But that guitar part is a very haunting sound, I suppose. But it's rocking and haunting at the same time. I think only Pink Floyd could pull that off. So, number 2 is a song off the Metal album, and it's called Echoes. Echoes is probably the song that most hardcore Pink Floyd fans consider to be their masterpiece. It was made after the Atom Heart Mother, and they didn't use they didn't use symphonic orchestration in this one. The instrumentation that they used were each member of the band. So, they did their own thing. They Atom Heart Mothered it their own way and added lyrics and vocals to this one and created Echoes. Echoes starts with a ping sound, ding, ding, and it's just unlike anything you'll hear. And then it flows into this very melodic wave of music. The textures are just insanely gorgeous. And then it goes into David Gilmour and Rick Wright singing this beautiful harmony together. There's a funky section, kind of just like in Atom Heart Mother, except for this one I like a little bit better, and it's got a killer solo. Then it goes into this horrific part of music that's just, it's not something you want to drive around at night and just listen to that song. That part used to scare my son when he was little, and he would turn the song off or fast forward it to the other part. Then it gets into this other part that builds into one of the most dynamic endings for a song I've ever heard. And before it goes back into this beautiful part of Dave and Rick harmonizing again. The lyrics are just incredible. Everything about this song, it was very hard not to rank it number 1. But my number 1 song is from the Animals album that I'd mentioned earlier, and it is a song called Dogs. I really don't know what I can say about this song other than it does reflect my feelings a lot about society. The music is, if I had to pour what I feel inside out into music, this would be the song. The gentle harmonic acoustic guitar at the beginning still has an underlying discomfort to it. In other words, hey, you know, but all's not right. And so then it goes into some biting social political commentary from Roger Waters about people who step on each other, basically, to get a step up in life. The lyrics are very powerful, very personal for me, very relevant in today's society. But the part that really gets me is, again, Gilmour's guitar parts. The solo, or should I say solos, in this song. If I had to take my personality, or if I had to take myself and just say, play these notes and this is me, that solo in that song is me. That's me. And that's how I feel about it. Incredible song, incredible album. But number one, Dogs. So that is my top 10 Pink Floyd favorite songs. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't enjoy this video, hey, you know, give me some ideas and maybe I'll do what you choose. We'll see. Until next time, you guys take care and thanks for watching.